Ladies and gents, boys and girls, you guys already know what time it is. Welcome back to the Ghetto Wealthy Show with me, your player partner. Please, everybody hold your applause to the end of the episode. Nah, it's messing with you, man. It's old Funkadelic Jones, man. The old funky one, Mr. Funky Love Jones himself. Trying out a lot of new alternative names. Some of them sticking, some of them not. But it's all good though, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Run that thing up, man. You feel me? Because we about to get down to business. And this was a conversation that we seem to have a lot, right? And I see this on the internet all the time. I see a lot of people chime in. And it's just be like how hard it is to live in the DMV. Like the DC metro area is just like one of the most expensive places to live in. And again, we may crack a lot of jokes. I crack a lot of jokes all the time about living out here because I was like, listen, people don't realize out here you gotta have 2 full-time jobs, a part-time job, a side hustle. You might gotta scam. I'm just joking. You don't do that. Don't scam for real. But 2 full-time jobs, a part-time job, scam, drive Uber, drive Lyft, do DoorDash, cut hair, cut grass, be a hairstylist, like you gotta have 19 jobs to survive in the DMV area. And I know I sound like I'm over exaggerating, but I'm being dead serious right now because if you ever look at the cost of living out here, it's beyond insane. Now, mind you, I kind of moved, recently I moved closer to Baltimore now. Like, don't get me wrong, Baltimore is cheaper, quote, cheaper than DC. It's mildly cheaper than DC, but don't think because it's like, oh, it's like a significantly, like, no, it's just cheaper. It's so basically like you would say DC up here, Baltimore, I'll probably be like right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think like DC up here in Baltimore like all the way down here. Like, nah, it ain't that much of a difference though. But what be really killing me though? Like when I really hear this comparison, like when I hear people really be like, yeah, the DMV be so wild. Like when visitors come in, they just be like, damn, bro, like they're like the DC it's crazy out here. First of all, you wonder why a lot of people from the DMV is leaving, right? You wanna know why we leaving? Because it's like, prime example, nobody can afford to live here. Like what would be getting me is when I see people in the South, right? People in the South, they just work their regular jobs. They be on their porch, drinking their brewski, cracking their crawfish. And they just be like, they just enjoy life a little bit more. Like DMV people, I'm being 100% real with you. DMV people are mad all the time. But DMV people are always want to go. Like, it's like because it's like, is there time to really rest? Unless you got just money flowing in like that, cool. But it's like DC people, like DMV people, we always on the go. We always on the grind. Like, mind you, the fact that I'm sitting in the house right now, typically on like my days off, like I work my regular job, which is me doing security. And then on top of that, I would just probably on the weekends do like straight Uber Eats, maybe some DoorDash or something like that. I would typically do that. But the pay for that ain't really that great. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got other gig apps and stuff that I typically do, like Instacart and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, but hey, that's another story for another day. But I always hear a lot of people from the South, when people from up north move down there, a lot of them be like, please stop coming here because we're full. Please, like everybody seems to be moving to like Charlotte, Atlanta. Well, Atlanta was a spot. Houston, all them type of places. And then everybody like, oh, nah, please stop moving here. We full. Like, don't come here. We full. Where the hell you think we gonna go? Don't get me wrong. Like New York, I know New York, Jersey, Boston, they probably got it a lot worse than the DC area. But if you look at that whole northeastern side of the United States, right? So from DC all the way up to like Boston. Yo, if you're not a millionaire, this is not the place for you to be at. Because a regular day job is not going to cut it around here. And don't get me wrong, people from the South, cost of living 10 times cheaper. But at the same time, they ain't got no jobs out there for real. Or their jobs ain't paying that well. Now, it's money out here. But as well as our jobs pay, the cost of living is just significantly above it though. Like I can only imagine, right? You go down south, you see. So I'm gonna give you an example. Here in the DC area, they don't build houses. They build luxury townhomes. Don't know why, but they build luxury townhomes. Luxury townhomes be up. They typically start at 400, maybe 500,000. Depends on the neighborhood that you in, right? You can go down south and probably get that same townhome probably for 200, maybe 250. And see, you sitting there thinking, and you wonder why we angry? Because you're like, hold on, that's the exact same townhouse. But unfortunately, up here, that townhome up here costs $400,000, but down there it costs $250,000. Who the hell's getting ripped off around here? It seems like we the ones getting ripped off. Like we work for a living. It's like we live to work. That's how it is up here. I can't speak for no other state because I know other state got their own problems. Some be like, yeah, ain't no jobs out here. But think about it like this. This is what I always say, right? Would I ever leave the DMV? It's kind of a toss-up, right? Now, if it's like a bomb-paying job and they want me to leave, 100%. Now, I'm from here. My family's up here. Like, I get it. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'm the type of person that, like, I'm not going to stick around just for family because of the simple fact that that's how you miss opportunities. People be like, oh, my family's up here. I was like, so you'll pass up this opportunity because your family's right here? Like, you do know you can always visit and come back and stuff like that, but you pass up an opportunity because people like, oh, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave because now I don't have kids. If I had kids, that's a different story. I don't have no kids. Now, if I had kids, I'd be like, yeah, it's kind of hard for me to just roll out. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. But because I don't have no kids, I could just be like, look, man, like a golden opportunity came. What the hell, though? But honestly, I would say my master plan, if it ever happens, we're going to see how it works. But my master plan is hopefully to live in the South and make Northern people money. That's what most people need to do, right? I'm just saying, like, if you got a bomb job, especially if you work from home, and they still allowing people to work from home and you making that buku money, bruh, I would move to probably in the South where it's a lot cheaper, and you keep your up north money. That's like imagine living somewhere in probably like Georgia or Alabama, and you got a remote job in New York or Boston somewhere or Jersey somewhere, and you making hella back, man. You chilling, you comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? But I think outsiders don't realize and understand just how much it costs to live here, right? I'm not gonna sit right and act like I'm broke. I'm not gonna sit right and act like I'm super wealthy. Like me, I do security at a warehouse, make $30 an hour. About 60K. You know what I'm saying? You would think 30 an hour sounds good on paper, but when you really look at the DMV, 30 an hour is kind of like, yeah, pocket change. Now, don't get me wrong. That's why I'm saying I'm trying to get these other hustles going. If I had a lady, she making like 55 or something like that. I'm making 60. Power couple, we bringing in like 110 or something like that. All right, cool. But because it's just me, where 30 an hour seems like, I'm be real with you, 30 an hour feel like it's minimum wage at this point. That's how much it costs to live here. Like, you like, man, I make 30 an hour. See, back in the day, 30 an hour used to be geek for a job for 30 an hour. Now, you get a job for 30 an hour, you should be like feel like I'm just living on minimum wage at this point. You know, I'm just above minimum wage because like the cost of living is crazy up here. So I tell people like this: the pros and cons of living in the DMV. Let's just say pros, like I said, it's a lot of money in the DMV. It's a lot of money up here. The downside is, as much money it is, the cost is crazy. Like, that's why a lot of people don't buy homes out here. Because it's just like, bro, people can't afford them. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I got a lot of thinking to do. You know, should I think about... I mean, you know, moving has been on my mind, though. But right now, my biggest focus is, like, getting this money right. You know, getting some of these businesses off the ground. Like I said, you know, hey, we're gonna take the Ghetto Wealthy Show to a whole new heights, to a whole new level. Cause I'm trying to get about it. I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. I'm trying to be out here having money coming in like crazy. That way I can sit and chill in some of these big houses. I can't do that right now. Right now I got me a little comfy little apartment right now. Excuse my bed, though. That's just my extra cover on top. But I'm in a little comfortable apartment. Yeah, it's cool or whatever. But, you know, I ain't trying to be renting forever. You know, I'm trying to get me a little home, a little garage or something. And truth be told, I'm going to be real with you. I wanted to be up here in the DMV, but, you know, like I said, you got to have about 3 or 4 bags up here. Shoot, but I ain't going to lie to you. Like, me, like, I want to hustle the right way up here. I don't want to have to clock into 5 different jobs because it's like that's crazy. Don't get me wrong. Get your hustle on, get your money, get your bag. But imagine you working 10 hours at one job, just turn around and work 9 or 10, like 9 or 10, 8, 9, 10 hours at another job. And then you got a little part-time job, you working 4 hours over there. It's like, when do you sleep? When do you get rest? Like, that junk be crazy, man. Like, I got a lady job, right? African lady. Don't get me wrong, she get her hustle on. But she be literally at her day job. Mind you, she work overnight. She get her day job. She probably sleep for like an hour and a half. She probably sleep for 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half, whatever. And then she turn around, come in there and do security at night. I be like, bruh. Listen, when you young, when you're like in your 20s, you can probably, you know, do that no problem. But when you start to get like my age in your 30s and you up, bro, I'm sorry. I need all the beauty sleep I can get. Because I'm going to be in that junk dead to the world. I'm going to be no good of a service being that junk. I'm like, yeah, I just got off my day. I'm like, oh, shit. Bro, I'll be knocked out sleep in that junk. Because I'll be like, that's going to be the only place I'm going to be able to get rest at, man. But I don't know, man. Like... But in the meantime, we got to get out here. We got to hustle, man. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get some of these businesses off the ground. The work don't stop. The grind don't stop. I got to get up out of here. First of all, I'm hungry as ever. But this has been another episode of the Ghetto Wealthy Show, hosted by me. Remember this face. Me, Funkadelic Jones. I'm out of here, y'all. Ooh-wee. I'm gone.